Way out here, there's a song that's gotta be unsung. Way out here, there's a wrong that's gotta be undone. Spend my time getting wicked till I choke. Gotta spend my youth on something before I go broke. There's a heart as hard as rock. Way out here, there's a kid that just needs to talk. Spend my time getting wicked till I choke. Gotta spend my youth on something before I go broke. Gotta save me from myself in a wicked generation. Can I save me from myself in a wicked generation? Gotta save me from myself in a wicked generation. In a wicked generation. In a wicked generation. darkness and come and follow. Share the news of the gospel, yeah. And I wanna run away. I wanna run away with you. So tell me why. So can you tell me why I can fail? That rooster crowed right through my soul, and I can't feel it. I can't feel it. I can't feel it, baby. Yeah, tell me. So can you tell me why I can't feel once, twice, thrice? Hey, tell me. You said. You said. You said. I'm ashamed, and well, I'm to blame. Lord, and I wanna run away. I wanna run away with you. So tell me why. So can you tell me why I can't fail? That rooster crowed right through my soul, and I can't feel it. I can't feel it. I can't feel it, baby. Yeah, tell me. So can you tell me why I can't feel once, twice, thrice? Hey, tell me. You said. You said. You said. Yeah. Come and let me know if you're ready to go. there's a song that's gotta be unsung. Way out here, there's a wrong that's gotta be undone. Spend my time getting wicked till I choke. Gotta spend my youth on something before I go broke. Way out here in the dark that I can't tame. Way out here there's a grave that calls my name. Spend my time getting wicked till I choke. Gotta spend my something before I go broke. Hey now, can I save me from myself in a wicked generation? Gotta save me from myself in a wicked generation.
Hello everyone, welcome to After Hours Off There, home of the talk show where streamers come together to discuss current events that's going on in video gaming and the streaming world. What is going on, people? We had a slight delay starting the show. We had some technical issues, but we got them all figured out. Hope everybody's doing good. Our games got banned already.
Just
boom. But yes, welcome on in. Hope everybody's having a good night. We're gonna get straight into it. My dude, Dorian, how you been? What's going on? What you been up to?
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you guys for coming and join us this evening. We had a few, as Sulfus mentioned, a few tech gremlins, but I think we're good. We're solid. So we thank you guys for your patience. Hope your guys' weekend has been well, and tuning in on this Sunday evening. Answer your questions, there, Sulfus. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. So doing well here, and yeah, streaming has been fun. I'm back. And we put together a schedule, so that's all good. And yeah, we've been playing the older games. In case you guys did not know, I recently acquired a Super Nintendo, and the first game back we played was Super Mario World. Fantastic. Hadn't played it before. Did not own a Super Nintendo before, so everything Super Nintendo related is brand new experience for me. And to share it with the Twitch community, Twitch fam, all of you that were able to partake and hang out while I was playing Super Mario World, Star Fox, and lastly it was that Donkey Kong Country 1. Still looking for 2 and 3, but fantastic, great stuff. N64, GameCube, all that good stuff. That's what I've been up to, at least on the Twitch streams. But man, it feels good to be here and on this After Hours podcast. You guys hanging out, being a part of this talk show, and before I say anything more, if you guys do not know, that Sulfus, the one that produces it, keeps us all in check, the epicenter of the After Hours, and also his Twitch channel, Sulfus. Be sure to hit him up. Great caster, friend here on Twitch, and he streams from PC games to the Xbox, PlayStation, good stuff, always fun. And those do counts, and the cans of hypes. Those cans of hypes are pretty awesome.
I got one right here.
Pretty awesome.
Can
Right there. Can of hype. So that's awesome. And praise the sun. It is iGames. You gotta love that iGames. Misfits spam. Gotta love them. If you don't know the iGames, be sure to check them out. And of course, our special guest here, that Andrew Hype. Blackzero72. So many good people, and I'm always excited to partake in the show. So bottom line, doing well. Retro gaming, that's what I've been doing right now. And Twitch, a lot of new stuff since I've come back, and we're going to be discussing a few things about that. And enjoy the show, and we'll have some good content here. So That iGames hype.
How you been, our games?
Let's see. I've been all right. Thank you again for having me on the show. Pleasure to be here. Um, I've been messing around a bit with the PC lately, playing Conan, uh, playing a lot of For Honor and Rainbow Six Siege. That's kind of what we've been playing lately, and you know, raging because that game causes so much. It raises your blood pressure so high. It feels so good, so good. Uh, but overall, I'm doing good. Getting back into enjoying streaming as much as I used to before. So that's a good thing. But again, anybody from my community that doesn't already follow Self Historian and Black Zero, you guys should definitely do it now. Show them love. Yeah. That's about it though, honestly. I haven't really done too much.
Very good. We got first time ever on the show, Blackzero72. Thanks for coming on in, being that special guest.
No problem. It's great.
If you guys do not know him, take the time to give him that hot follow right now. As Dorian likes to say, freshly baked hot follow right out of the oven. Yeah, if you would, Black Zero, if people don't know you or if somebody in this chat is unfamiliar, give them a rundown of when you stream, what you stream, what got you into streaming to begin with. I always like to ask that question.
So when I normally try to stream like 3 days a week. I kind of got out of it for a while, and now I'm coming back in. Yes, my name is Andrew. I got out of streaming for a while and then came back in. I pretty much stream pretty well anything from retro to I streamed For Honor on like Thursday, and yeah, I've started streaming more since I've got my motherboard and my PC. I had to upgrade it, so now it lets me do a lot more from it.
Very
Like,
good.
yeah. That's really all I think of right now.
Resident Evil expert.
Resident Evil. Yes.
Very good. Well, again,
Yeah.
thanks for coming on in. As always, if you have fun here tonight, you're always welcome to come back anytime we do a show. As for myself, I've been absent. I've been working out of town. I was supposed to go out of town and work for 5 weeks, and it's turned into 9. So I'm home for the weekend. I have to go back Tuesday, and I'm working 3 hours away, and I'm put up in a hotel, so it's not like I can just come back home and stream when I get off work. So, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. I think the last time I streamed was about 2 weeks ago, maybe. I was streaming some of that Smite, but as Dorian said, I always stream different types of games and different platforms. So
I blame Tess.
yeah.
Mustn't forget that was a corner. The blame Tess in Last of Us.
Yes. Can't wait for the second game, so I can figure out who I'm going to blame everything on. But yeah, 3 more weeks is supposedly what I have left working out of town. So when I get back home for good, we'll fire up the stream some more. But thanks for coming on in, checking out all the panel here. Dorian and iGames being that permanent fixture. Dorian, early on panel member, from the Bill Buckner and Craigatron days.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. And let me make this clear though. A lot of people think I started the Mother Father. No, it wasn't. It was Bill Buckner. Now people will like to say no, Bill got it from me, but no, it was Bill Buckner. 1986 was the one that started saying it. I remember he was playing Tales from the Borderlands. I think it was like episode 1 or 2, and he was like, Mother Father, and I'm like, man, that just clicks. That easier. And then I remember one time someone saying mother forklift. I'm like, that one's pretty good, but that mother father, credits to Bill Buckner.
Mother father is good. All right, so we're gonna get into the list of games that are coming out this month. And always, I'm taking this information from BG247. So if something is not on there, it's not my fault, guys. Blame the website.
Blame VG.
Yeah.
Exclamation, blame VG.
Yeah, there's a new blame. We can blame BG Dorian instead of Test.
You know the blames. That Andrew and Vi know something about blames. Yeah, that blame game. Don't let one slip, Dorian. Well, Sophus, you heard about that cluster, right? That cluster.
Exclamation cluster.
Exclamation point cluster. Yeah, that one there was it wasn't. I was making a level, a racing level, and it just happened. Like, I was like, wow, there's so many cars here. This is a cluster, and I just said it, and it just.
Yo.
And then, yeah.
Didn't you also
That's how-
say it during American Truck Sim?
No,
Recorded.
I didn't say it. No. It wasn't American Truck. It was GTA. Man, I was making my race, and all the cars collided literally at the beginning of the race. I'm like, whoa, this is a cluster.
I know because I odd-shotted it. I was like, yeah.
Somebody clipped it. Tell me somebody clipped it.
I think this was before Eclipse. I was there for it,
Ah.
but I think it was before Eclipse. Yeah.
Terrible. All right, so
It,
we
wa-
got.
it was commanded.
It was. All right, so we got Alwa's Awakening, Fire Emblem Heroes, Ghost Recon Beta, Knights of Azure, Uncanny Valley. What is that? I can't even pronounce that. Why are you making a game? Yeah,
I'll tell it.
Atelier
Tell you.
Sophia, The Wild 8, Neo, Quarantine, Steam Early Access, Brutal, For Honor, Sniper Elite 4, All the Delicate Duplicates, Halo War 2, Lego Worlds, Psychonauts, VR, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Wise Origin,
Oh,
Night in the Woods, Stories Untold, Horizon Zero Dawn, Torment, Desync, Total War, Warhammer, The Walking Dead, the Telltale series, A New Frontier Season Pass Retail, whatever that means, and How to Survive Part 2. Alright, so this will stem into another conversation that we're going to talk about. But games, anything on that list? I know you're playing at least one of those.
Actually, I've got two of them.
Two of them.
Yes. I got For Honor, and I am getting Horizon Zero Dawn. Those are the only two games out of that list that actually interest me. After playing the Ghost Recon beta, I was very, 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 very disappointed.
Oh, really?
It was a hot mess. I felt like the controls were clunky. It wasn't as smooth. It wasn't as fluent. It didn't really feel too much like a Ghost Recon game to me. The fact that it's only co-op for the time being feels like it's gonna get played out fast. It's just gonna get boring. Like once you go through all the missions, once you do the side quests, like what else are you gonna do? I mean, you don't really want to do all that stuff all over again in co-op. So that's kind of how I felt. And for them to really oh, we're gonna release multiplayer, who knows when, a couple months later or whatever. But still, to me, I just feel like if that's not part of the game right away, I just feel like I'm not interested in it. And again, like when I was driving the vehicles in the game, felt like I was driving on ice. Like I drove a minivan up the side of a mountain
Perfect.
like a horse in Skyrim.
Yes.
and I was just like, no,
Powerful.
I'm not.
Yep.
The AI in the game seemed kind of stupid, even on the hardest difficulty. And like, if you were playing co-op with somebody and your partner died, all you had to do was go hide for a while and let them respawn. Like you had,
Hmm.
it was just there's so many things wrong with that game. I know a lot of people like it. Some people liked it. I personally hated it. Passion.
Well,
And
you know, go ahead, iGames.
I was just gonna say I love the Ghost Recon games. I loved playing Ghost Recon. I love like that third person, the tactical game. It just I don't know. That it just
Well,
didn't feel like it.
all right. I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I love doing this to iGames. I love you and I mean it. Do you see anything within that game that has potential? Because it is in closed beta phase right now.
Potential? No.
Not at all.
Nothing new. It's nothing new. I mean, honestly, it's
Okay.
nothing new, nothing crazy,
Well,
nothing like exciting.
you know, I've played just personal experience. I've played beta games before where some stuff wouldn't really work the way it was supposed to or whatever. But I could see where they were going with it. And I could have high hopes for a game. So that's not the case for you, huh?
Honestly, like from what it was, to me, it felt like it's just a disappointment. That's all it is. It's going to be a big letdown. It's going to be the game felt like it's as hyped as it was for Watch Dogs when Watch Dogs was first going to come out. That's basically how Ghost Recon Wildlands is.
I got you. For Honor. I hear you've been playing that.
Oh yeah, I love For Honor. I love For Honor. That game is awesome. The only thing that sucks is that, like I said, it does make you rage. Very competitive. It will raise your blood pressure. You are going to get frustrated in the game. You will yell at people. You will, And the thing is, the game requires you to have skill. You have to time your attacks. You have to pay attention to what's going on in your surrounding. You also got to watch out because there's people who do play very cheap in the game where they will spam the same moves over and over and over. And some characters allow you to do that, and it really does suck. But overall, I find the game fun. I love that competitiveness, and we'll see what happens. The full game comes out in 2 days.
That's it comes out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It is a Tuesday, all things considering, and maybe they're gonna have like a DLC where it's all loving, like the Vikings, the samurais, all of them just get together and just say, you know what, it's gonna be all peaceful. This is good time. For Honor, love DLC. I don't even know, but anyway, one thing I just wanted to chime in about Ghost Recon is that having just watched about maybe a couple of hours, I've watched Icy Rain, who's also been a part of the After Hours podcast, watching you. I think you played a bit of it, right, iGames?
I played 4 hours of it, and
I think from what I can, from my perspective, it reminds me of a lot, and I might get flagged for this, but it reminded me a little bit of a Division-esque, like with cameras and like open world. But maybe that's where it ends. But from what I've played from past Ghost Recons on the original Xbox, PC, even the 360 when we had one, it doesn't really remind me of a Tom Clancy Ghost Recon game anyway. Really, like the tactical stuff, and again, maybe I'm just, there's not much behind what I'm saying. But from what I saw, it looks like they're going in a completely different direction with Ghost Recon Wildlands. It didn't really remind me of that tactical shooter, whereas Rainbow Six, those games have been known for being the tactical missions, and they've stayed more so true to that formula. From the games I remember playing on the PS3, like Rainbow Six Vegas, and then back on the original Xbox, Black Arrow, and a few other games. So. But and that For Honor, from what I saw of that, it could be like you said, it could be a rage moment or a satisfaction moment. I saw someone pull some Assassin's Creed we had some Ezio action going on where someone would literally jump off a cliff. Well, you know, like it would be like a little small valley spot where someone would jump off the
Yep.
bridge and just time it and just
Yep.
literally swing, hit the
I
guy
did that
and
twice.
dead. And I saw that and I was like, man, they got some Assassin's Creed-esque. And again, it is by Ubisoft, but I was like, man, that's
Well, the
that
funny
looks like
thing
fun.
is, the people who did make Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft Montreal, is also the people who are making For
Yeah.
Hmm.
There you go.
But
Well-
yeah, I did do that Assassin's Creed thing that you were talking about. I've done it to save teammates, where I jumped off the cliff and just landed and attacked, like I just landed on the person and instantly killed them.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah. Andrew's gonna go try it now.
Wait, what?
I said you're gonna go try it now. Anything? I know you said you was playing For Honor there, Andrew. You got anything on that list?
On that list for this month, not really. Like I downloaded the Fire Emblem Heroes. I downloaded it, but I haven't tried it yet. I did that like last night, and I've been looking forward to Neo, but this is a bad month for it. My month is more so next month when the Switch comes out.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be grabbing the Switch and Legend of Zelda. But I did play For Honor and the Ghost Recon beta. I on the other hand loved both of them.
Okay.
But with the Wildlands beta, I got the Destiny vibe when the Destiny beta came
Oh.
out originally,
Okay.
Oh,
and it felt really barren. And I just hope that that doesn't turn out to be the same. I don't want the game to come out and it, like the first area, to be just what was there, with like what was in the beta, but with nothing extra.
That's a big beta too. Like 20, like
That
both
was-
of them around 25 gigs here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
For
games
Honor
being
was like
bigger,
30
but-
something, I think.
It's just wow.
yeah. For Honor was massive.
Yeah, For Honor
Um,
was like 30 something gigs.
Yeah, I did everything in the beta, in the Ghost Recon beta though. There wasn't a lot of ground left uncovered, and it didn't take very long to do. For Honor though, I had a lot of fun with that game, but like our game said, there was a lot of people throwing me off bridges, constantly. Every time there was a bridge, it was done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. I haven't seen it. Like I haven't. I've been away. I've seen nothing of all these new games. I've been hearing people talk about the Conan game, and I've been wanting to check it out. I've got people messaging me on Twitter wanting to know if I've played it or not. So I guess some people out there. I guess some people are enjoying that game, but I've been away, man. I've been locked away in a hotel.
Mm.
Um,
Right.
Dorian, what you got on that list?
Well, I'll just chime in a little bit more about For Honor. So, like this morning, I was watching Raw Gaming, who also has been on the show, that Raw Power. He was playing that For Honor, and he was saying some characters, like what you mentioned, their high games, where they have that one attack that's pretty quick, and it just they repeat that over and over, and it's hard to defend. Again, like it sounds like it is quite the skill-based game because you use the right analog stick for, I think, blocking, right? Something like that.
Yes. Yeah, you have to use the
you
right
got-
one to block left, right, or up. And then, yeah.
So being smart, like not just doing one move over and over, but from what I saw Raw, he was fighting someone that looked like he was blocking the move, but he was still taking a lot of damage, you see. And it eventually just killed him.
Mhm.
But from what I saw, I'm kind of waiting to see. It's not a game that I was thinking ever to pick up, but I'm just kind of waiting to see. Like you said, you're going to be playing that game, their iGames. I'll be watching more of that, and that Viking Misfits War. That's going to be interesting to see. But for this month, Again, I've been playing a lot of the older games, but if I had the cash, two games that really stick out. One being Neo, having played, look back on the PS2, a little bit of Onimusha. I really like that game. Vibeatfu actually got that game, by the way. He actually got that game in his retro um, game box not too long ago. He got that for PS2, so something like that. Also with a blend of like Dark Souls, I guess people have been saying. But from what I saw, Raw was playing it, Icy Rain was playing it, and Apollo was playing that as well. So from what I saw, it looks like a fun game, and I like those games where you have to, you know, build your character up, slay some demons, slay the bosses, and venture on. And so far, I've been hearing it's been getting really good reviews. And most people that have played it, they're really enjoying it. And Twitch in general, a lot of people have been liking that. And as far, people want that game to be on computer. There's petitions I've been reading. People, we want this game on computer now. Well, I believe it's going to be it is a Sony exclusive, so I don't know. Who knows about that? But yeah, Neo would be something I would like to play at some point, having played all the Dark Souls, the Demon Souls, Bloodborne. Those games are so much fun. Other game is that we saw at E3 when we were doing that E3 coverage. I remember Solfist and Stan Rose, they were talking about it. That Horizon Zero Dawn from the developers Guerrilla Studios.
Yes.
That made the Killzone. I'm curious to see how it goes because it reminds me of like it's like robotic creatures, right? Robotic creatures have like taking over like that large landscape, which looks beautiful by the way. The just the flora and fauna, the plants, everything, it looks gorgeous. So I don't know much about the gameplay yet, but I've really enjoyed what Guerrilla has made in the past, and I was a fan of the Killzone games. So those would be my two games of this month, and at some point, The Walking Dead. Having played season 1 and 2. Got to pick up on that Clementine storyline. Enjoyed those games very, very much. Yeah, that's what those would be my main two, and then I guess the third option would be Walking Dead at some point. Picking that up.
Yeah, for me that Horizon Zero Dawn, just the whole the story, like you said, you know, we saw a little bit of gameplay, but not a whole lot. On that E3 show, but I don't know, it just seems like it's kind of, you know, you guys know me, I'm into that kind of sci-fi world type stuff, so it'd be definitely something that I'm interested in checking out. I'm really struggling to find something else on this list that I would be interested in. You know, The Walking Dead is there. I played like season 1 or whatever. I don't dislike the games. I think they're good. It's more of like an interactive story than actually a game to me.
Yeah.
So those types of games I will play. I don't know. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm tired, but I really don't feel like going to bed, and I'll just have like a chill time to basically kill time until I do go to bed, and I don't have to be that involved in it. But I mean, they tell a good story and all this type of stuff, but it's, you know, it's like I said, it's more like an interactive story than it is really a game. So, and some people are fans of that, and that's great, but it just really doesn't hit with me. I don't want to rush home and go, ooh, I can't wait to click on things. I
hear ya.
It's just how it seems to me. But that Horizon Zero Dawn coming out February the 28th.
Yep, the end of this month.
I would like to check out. And it's only coming out on PS4, so we'll see. I have to see how that goes. Yeah, I don't know. There's basically leading into the kind of the next topic is you know, during the holidays all these great games come out and all the people release all the games, and then a few months afterwards, there's not a whole lot going on. And I spoke about this before. Dorian knows. Um, During these times is when we see people go back to playing, games that they really enjoyed playing, or rolling us into the next topic. They will do what Dorian has been doing and breaking out the old systems, playing the old school games. And it's not only Dorian, I've seen many people do this. Um, so it seems like a trend during this time of year to do such things. Um, so, Dorian, how many retro games have you played lately?
Ooh, let's count. So we started off Super Mario World, Star Fox, Donkey Kong Country 1. That's all Super Nintendo. That's 3. Super Mario 64. That's 4. Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire. That's 5. And now we're on Sunshine, which would be 6. So all 6 of those games up to this point have been fantastic. Again, while I was away from streaming, right, I was looking at, man, some of these newer games that I currently have or that are coming out, there's somewhat of excitement, but during that time I was away, I lost a bit of my touch in interest of gaming. I was kind of looking at, well, I got my PlayStation 4 there, my Wii U, my computer with the graphics card and all that stuff. I was like, not really interested. So I kind of went through a phase. But then I started to look back. I'm like, man, it's all about having fun, right? That's at the end of the day. It's a piece of entertainment, interactive entertainment. So I'll look back. I'm like, man, I remember those days I would get back from school. All I wanted to do, like, forget the homework. I would just go right to playing the video games, right? So the very first system that I played was the original Nintendo. And I remember playing Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. And Duck Hunt, all those games. Fantastic games. But man, those are some fun times. So I came back streaming, and I acquired a Super Nintendo. I was like, man, I did not get a chance to play with a Super Nintendo when I was growing up. And I hear a lot of Nintendo fans would say Super Nintendo is probably has the most memorable and just big staple games that Nintendo's created, and they haven't been out since. A game like Earthbound, which is a RPG, which the cartridge alone goes for like $300-$400.
Yep.
That's not even in the
Never
box.
played that.
And so I don't even own that game, but at one point would I love to play it? Sure, but I was like, I haven't played the older games in a while. So I went out and I've got myself a Japanese Super Nintendo, which they called over there the Super Famicom. I got an adapter which allows you to play the North American games. And again, the reason why I went with the Japanese one because I liked the aesthetics. Man, I was like, man, this Super Famicom looks pretty neat. Still looks high tech sort of. But I've been playing, that Super Mario World because I didn't ever play that. Only the exception to maybe playing Super Mario Maker with the levels that are designed for that game. Fantastic. Just coming back and playing those games that I missed when I was growing up because went from original NES, Nintendo 64. I was like, man, I need that gap. I need that gap filled, and right now it's been filled. And playing on that Super Nintendo, so good. N64, Super Mario 64 I've just played, beat, fantastic, and Super Mario Sunshine, so good. So good so far, man. It took me a while to get used to the GameCube controls because the last game I had played and streamed through GameCube was Twilight Princess, which I think is a pretty solid game. But I was like, man, I'm not used to the GameCube controller, but it still handles pretty well. And people, if you're doing those Smash tournaments, they only have one controller of choice, and that mainly is either an arcade stick or the GameCube controller, because usually the other controllers, they don't like it. So there's esports fighter guys. But yeah, I've been loving playing the Nintendo. I want to get a Sega at some point. That Kimsta, who was on the last show, I don't know if you saw this, Office. She's got the Tower of Power. And what I
What?
mean by Tower of Power is on the original Sega system,
Yo.
Oh.
you can get these adapters, right? So you get the Sega CD.
The 32X.
Yes. She has the Tower of Power. She was
Yo.
demonstrating that on
Yes.
Twitch not too long ago. I'm like, holy cow! And that thing has like 3 AC brick adapters. It looks
Yes.
hilarious. But
Yes.
that would be something I would look into. That would be fun because I had not played Sega, um, except for my neighbor at the time when I was like 10 years old. He had a Sega Genesis. It was a lot of fun playing Sonic games. I think even back then, Blizzard, Solfus, back in the day, they used to do those console games.
Yep.
They used to do those console games. So I remember Blizzard had a few games
Rock
on
and,
Sega. That we
Rock
played.
and Roll Racing was the first, to my knowledge, the first game they ever produced, and there might be something else before that, but yeah.
Yeah, I know it. So at some point, I would love to acquire it. But the bottom line is that I'm having fun streaming and playing those games. Like, I always put the stream and interaction and that first, and then and as well as the games, because they both bounce off each other. Because most of the time when I'm playing these retro games, I'm having fun. I'm able to interact with the chat. I'm feeling overall great. My attitude. And it's exciting to play these older games because many people have already played them or haven't had a chance to play them. And so you get all these different audiences that come in. Like, I know that Super Mario 64. I'm all familiar with them jumps. I remember the N64 controller being a bit, hard on the analog stick for your thumb. All these little things. It's fantastic. Like, and again, Nintendo, Sega, all of these retro games, they are the foundation to what we have gaming today, right? It's all these newer games, and I've been enjoying the newer games, and especially once you beat a boss on these older games, like Star Fox. I wasn't able to beat Star Fox Route 3. There's one route which is easiest, second route which is medium, third is on hard mode. I couldn't beat that on stream, but I took the time and did a video, and I uploaded that on my Twitch of me beating it, and it felt so good. It felt so good and rewarding when you beat a boss on these older games, because as soon as you turn the console off, you gotta start over again, unless it has some sort of save system like Zelda. But bottom line, the retro gaming is fantastic. The communities that people that have come to my channel for retro been fantastic. The silliness, like when I started Mario Sunshine, Mario was in jail. I'm like, what? I didn't know Mario ever went to jail. What's going on there?
Yeah.
And Mario didn't even speak. He's just like this. He's on the bar just like this. He doesn't. He's just kind of confused. Like, what the hell's going on? Yeah. But yeah, no, it's been awesome, man. It's been great, and I see a lot of people just coming on over, hanging out, and I'll eventually be playing Rainbow Six again and Dark Souls and all the newer stuff, Mario Kart. But right now, I think I've found something that I'm enjoying. The Twitch community resonates with that. I mean, it's a blast, and these games set the foundation of what we have today with the games that are being played, and
So
having a chance to go back, it brings back memories of enjoyment. Like I said, coming back from school, I'm like, hold on, Mom, I know I got homework. Let me play Star Fox 64, go through the alternative route. Let me do this. And then I'm like, oh, it's like 7 o'clock. I better do homework.
So, a side note, I'm curious, do you have some kind of adapter or something to plug it into a cap card? What's going on with that?
I have my capture card came with the proper cables to do that.
Gotcha.
My capture card allows analog signals, which back on these older systems they use analog, they weren't digital. So I have all these adapters ready to go and play. So GameCube, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, they all use the exact same cable. So I bought myself a real solid cable And people ask me, some people think I'm playing on emulator. I'm like, no, it's official hardware. It's like, damn, it looks good, man. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's good times. And that's Stewie and Tim. Yeah, I would love to get Link to the Past.
To the
I
Past
would
was
love to get
amazing.
that game.
Yeah.
I remember watching bits of it with that
Best 2D
Synthetica.
one.
It looks like a lot of fun. Looks like a lot of fun. And that Zelda hype, I know a lot of people are excited for Breath of the Wild. In case you guys did not know, I'm actually going with the Wii U version of Breath of the Wild. I know, cringe. But the reason is I'm going to be waiting for the Switch around the holiday time. Unless something happened like the Switch just appeared like that, you know? I don't know. But I'm thinking around the holiday time when Mario Odyssey comes out, and there's a few more games that are available, and 1-2 Switch and all that jazz. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So, Switch stuff. I know you're excited for that, Andrew. Vibe Food is excited.
Can't
Jake's
wait.
excited. I'm excited to see how it goes. But for now, I'm just on the retro path. The last thing I'll say is, if you guys have your old systems still around, keep them. I've decided that it's actually kind of fun collecting older games. You play them, and then maybe if you beat them, maybe we come back later. But knowing that you have something like a physical cartridge in your hand, it's like, wow, it feels cool, man. And having the right controller, having everything all authentic, it's just the experience. Because I enjoy it maximally.
I wish I still had. I had a regular Nintendo and I had a Super Nintendo. The oldest system that I still have is a PS2. I still got that laying around. I got some games still laying around for it, but it almost makes you want to try to go out and like find one somewhere.
One last thing I'll say is that when I was when I was away, I wanted to I want to come back with Splash. So having the retro games, a lot of people have played them, maybe not played them. The journey of hunting down games. I went to thrift stores.
Yeah.
The prices.
Because you never know. I go hear these stories like you might find like this like abandoned box of like random stuff in a thrift shop, right? And you never know. There might be some Super Nintendo games in there, just chilling. So you open it up, and you find like, oh wow, that's a Barbie game. I don't know if I really want to play that, but you never know. So I went thrift shop hunting, and I don't know.
Barbie hype.
Yeah, the thrift stores are pretty cool. And because you asked if have you seen anything like this, I show them a picture that's on my phone. I'm like, yeah, we got some games like that. And maybe not the most popular, but you never know. There's a chance that you might find something at your local thrift store, and you might be surprised. I know in the States you have what's called a Goodwill. That place, as far as I know, been a very popular thrift store that holds maybe some older games. So you never know. You never know. So that's part of the thrill of retro stuff too. Is when you're not streaming, you're hunting. You're hunting them down.
I think
Maybe
my
not
cousin.
like Pokemon. You gotta catch them. Gotta catch the deals.
All, every one of them.
My cousin was telling me something about some lady. She bought I forgot what game it was, but she bought a game from the Goodwill for like $7, and it ended up turning out to be worth $15,000.
Yo.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's like hitting a lottery.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
But you're right though. There are some games out there. Where you're talking about Dorian with the Earthbound price tag and all this stuff. There are some old games out there that will warrant some money. For sure. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Games, you got any old systems laying around?
Unfortunately, no. Sad story about that.
That was Stadium Events.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's see.
Yeah.
How many years ago is this? This is about 12 years ago. My mother decided, since I wasn't playing my retro games as much, she decided when I was out of the house one day with my friends that she was having a yard sale, and she sold every one of my game systems that I wasn't using.
Yo.
My
Happened.
PlayStation 1, my Super Nintendo, my Nintendo, my Atari,
Oh.
my Sega Genesis, my Sega CD, my
No.
Sega Saturn, my Sega Dreamcast.
Tower of Power.
On everything I had every, because my family growing up would buy every system that ever came out. The Panasonic, what was it called? The Panasonic 3
Ooh.
something.
Oh, you had that one?
I
That
had
sounds like
every.
my dad. My dad would probably something to know about that too.
I think it was like
Not like
three,
this.
something like that. But she sold all of it, and the worst part was
Hmm.
the person she sold it to was basically in reach of me because they're across the damn street from me. I was so mad.
Yo.
It was my neighbors across the street that bought it.
And you just look across the street and you can see them in the window playing.
That's
You're like,
And I
oh.
was like, God damn.
Wow.
Yeah, so it sucks though. Unfortunately, now I don't have any retro systems. I guess the oldest system I do have currently would be just like you, the PlayStation 2. And that's it.
PlayStation 2, eh?
Yeah.
No, PlayStation 2 has some good games too.
Yeah, it does.
I'm currently hunting some stuff down. But
If I
man,
was to
sorry to hear
stream
about that.
PS2, if I was to stream PS2, there's like two games I would honestly probably want to stream, which would be The Suffering and The Suffering That Ties That Bind. I don't know why. Those
Yeah.
were some games that I really enjoyed on the PlayStation.
Parasite Eve for me. Parasite Eve all the way.
Oh,
God.
yeah, you know, I didn't know really that's Squaresoft before Square Enix, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching Rob play that. I think he liked
Oh
it.
yeah, he was playing that. I
Rob-
do remember watching him play that too.
Rob played Parasite Eve?
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Ah, I missed it. Love that game. Love that game. Both of them. The first one I enjoyed more. The second one they changed the combat, but it was still alright. And Final Fantasy IX. That was a good one too. On PS2. Andrew, got any of them old systems?
Old systems? Actually, yeah. I picked up an N64 a little while back.
Perfect.
And
Nice.
I've been collecting some games for that. Most recent one, I think. I don't know how popular it was. I can't remember. Rocket Robot on Wheels. Anybody? Yeah?
Might have seen that at a thrift store. No.
Yeah,
no.
it was. I haven't really done much with it, but I've got it in there. And at some point, I want to do some. I want to play it through it again because I haven't played it since I was like maybe 7 or so.
If you're, I think this game. I don't know if you can find it in box. I've not been able to find
Ooh.
all my games in boxes. All the Super Nintendo games I have, I don't have a box. But this game that we
Boxes
played
don't
not
exist
too long ago, that Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, Vinos. This game is some good stuff. There's some pod racing moments, like exciting of triumph. But another game, again, I hear, don't take it, take it as a grain of salt. But if there is going to be a virtual console on, okay, so let me rephrase that. Nintendo Switch. Nintendo has announced that they're going to have like some games that come out that you can try for about a month, right? Some older games. Well, if they ever brought that Mario Golf,
Yo.
many people may not be interested in golf, but I played the heck out of this game. It is so good, unlocking the characters. If they brought that to the Switch with online, whew,
I was so bad at it.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be some good times. We might be scoring some birdies and eagles, or maybe that one level with the hole-in-one dream. I love that level.
So good. So good. I wonder. I'm thinking The next time I go to my parents' house, I have to look. We may have an Atari laying around.
Yeah, I know. I see what Mo just mentioned. Yeah, I didn't ever play Atari. Now,
We had a 2600 when I was a kid. So I wonder. I think maybe still laying around my parents' house somewhere. I need to call them, like right now. No, I'm kidding.
they'll have all the goods.
Yeah,
Let's
that
hope your parents didn't do what mine did.
the hookup for that was weird though. I don't even know if I would be able to.
Wasn't it through the coax cable?
No,
Yes.
no.
No?
No, it wasn't.
It was
Oh.
all right. So I don't even know what this kind of hookup is called, but it was two cables that looked like a U, right? And you screwed it to the back of your TV.
Oh, the antenna thing.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
That's right. That's right.
That's how it hooked up to the TV. So I would have
Yeah.
no idea how you would get that thing to work. But yeah. I still want to look for it just to be like, I got it.
Dang.
But
E.T.
yeah. So cycle of games. Everybody always goes back to the good old stuff for a while. And like I said, I've seen a trend. I've seen many of people do this. So yeah. I guess it's just a trend until what? I guess the next. I mean, there's a few games here and there coming out, but I guess the major is going to come out.
I'd say March and April.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm
but
Switch
even-
followed by games like Ukulele.
Yeah, I don't know. I just still feel like we're still in the gaming drought, even with that new console coming out and those new games. Like they don't really. I don't know. I just don't feel like they're appealing. Even to the new Mass Effect, and I love the Mass Effect games. I'm just like, that's just how I feel lately with all these new games. Just constant disappointment.
I was just gonna say, my dad, he played games when he was younger. It was called a ColecoVision,
Yep.
and I have not ever tried one before, but yeah, those old hookups. I imagine there's adapters for them to get the signal converted so it would work. But dang, I remember this. We talked about this. I think we talked about one podcast about like the worst games we've ever played, and oh, sorry, N64.
Superman.
The worst one I've ever played. Yeah,
that
you'd be flying through rings like your character. I don't know. It was just like coming from Super Mario 64. That game was really smooth, but Superman 64. What did you do? I like their cartoon show, but Atari had. I remember we talked about this. The what's it called? E.T. game, right? I think you said they only had like a very short window of like release time to get it out there, and the game just
Yeah,
didn't really do
that game
stuff.
was developed in like a month. It was terrible.
And then they found like buried underground
yeah,
copies of-
the same guy that made like the most popular game on Atari also made the most unpopular
The
game.
worst.
Yeah, so but he there's a whole documentary. You can go and watch it. I did. It was interesting. But he took it on as, a challenge accepted type of thing, They're like, hey, we want to, the movie is coming out. We want to make a game to go with it. Can you do it in a month? And he was like, sure, let's do it.
Oh, that I didn't know. It was only a month? They
Yeah.
only had a month to make
It was
it?
a very short span of time, and it was just him and like one, maybe two other people working on it. It's not, it wasn't the teams of people working on games like we have now. It was just, a couple of people literally working on it. Yeah, it's you should watch it. It's like there's a documentary on it. It's a real thing.
They have to.
Yeah, it's interesting. I watched it.
I'll just say this real quick. I had no idea of an ET game till like maybe 5 years ago because I remember back in the day I used to have cable television. It was a channel called G4, and they covered a bit of like the worst games of all time list. I'm like, E.T. I like that movie. That was a good movie. I still have no idea how the game played, but I saw like you are the little ET guy walking around and stuff.
Oh.
But
I'll be honest. We owned it. We have it. And I wonder if it's still in that box at my parents' house. But we had it, and I can remember. I would play it all the time and have no idea what was going on. That's. I
It
mean,
was something.
that's the way it was.
It existed.
It was a thing that I had, so I played it. You know, and there was, you know, growing up, there was several games that I go back and look at these lists of worst all-time games that I actually liked playing. I don't know, man, it's crazy. Legend of Zelda 2, everybody hated that game. I played the crap out of that game.
I have okay. So I haven't played any Legend of Zelda game on the original NES. So that would be the first and second. Now Tim Hype, he's played that. He did a month-long thing of Legend of Zelda. But continue.
Definitely a game.
Yeah, so I don't know. The ET hype was bad, I guess. But it's interesting. There's some people in the chat saying they saw the documentary. You should check it out for real if you got some time to kill. It's very interesting.
I will.
Basically, there was this, you know, the whole theory of video game crash and they buried it in a landfill and all this, right? So the guy was trying to figure out if it was a real thing. So there was a guy going around trying to find the landfill, doing interviews, and you know, they got real crazy with it. They had scientific like sonar stuff, like scanning the ground and everything, dude. It was crazy. Yeah. So that happened. Anyway, let's see. Where are we at? So Sony made an announcement, right, Dorian? With some new firmware coming out.
I think some people actually have access to
There's a beta access out.
Yeah. So I know many of you guys have that PS4 hype. My brother's actually playing Kingdom Hearts 2.8, so that might be happening at some point. I had those Kingdom Hearts. I know Jake is like, Dorian, better do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so there will be a new firmware coming out, and like the two main things, at least one's for both PS4 and PS4 Pro, and one's just pretty much a Pro thing. So for PS4 Pro users, if you have a PS4 Pro, they're allowing what's called boost mode, which allows you to, if a game supports an unlocked frame rate, and what I mean by that, most games on console, they lock a frame rate to 30 frames or 60 frames. So a game like Rainbow Six Siege, that game can actually have an unlocked frame rate. So more frames, smoother gameplay, faster response, depending on other factors too, but it should be a faster response when you play it. So if you have a PS Pro, you can take advantage of that. Now, there's games I would love to see. Now, I don't know if Bloodborne, that 60 FPS dream, oh man, that would be nice. That would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other big one is that external hard drive support. And I gotta say, I have a 500 gigabyte PS4 hard drive. Man, that thing is, I have to delete a game before I could try anything else again. You know, it's
same
those
here.
games, it's not necessarily the games themselves, it's the updates.
Yep.
The blue bar sim, as Vibeat has called it before. The blue bar sim is OP on these newer games.
Oh wow.
And I'll be like, oh man, I haven't touched this in a while. 6 gigabyte update, and then another one, and another one. Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to play this. So, and also in Canada, where I live, we have bandwidth caps, so it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Wow.
Yeah, but so if you have an external drive, you can, when the update drops, you'll be able to put your save information. I don't know about loading games off of it. There's probably more detail about that, but at least they're giving that support out there, which is pretty nice. A lot of people will have like a thumb drive or external hard drive, maybe for school. So that's a nice feature. That is a pretty nice feature.
Is there
As
a cap? Like,
I think
Eight.
I
I
saw
believe it's 8 terabytes.
8 TB, yes.
that's the terabytes. That's 1,000 gigabytes.
yo,
Yep.
So
Eight.
that's a lot.
8,000.
So like
8,000.
right now in my computer, my largest hard drive is 1 terabyte, which I need to get another one at some point for more games, for Steam, for example. But yeah, that blue bar sim is real strong on newer consoles, and if you want to play For Honor, good luck. 25 gigs right there or more. No, you said 30 or something, didn't you, iGames? So just for the beta alone. Or For
Yeah,
Honor.
it was like 30, 35 gigs or something like
that's-
that.
I think with
that's a
the
lot.
externals.
So this is what it says. The update is going to support USB 3.0 hard drives up to 8 TB in size. You'll be free to download and install games directly to the external hard drive.
yo,
All
perfect.
that
I
USB
don't think you can have save files.
that USB 3.0.
That
It's fast.
is, and then
It's fast.
I think your
Well,
save files have to stick to the console.
yeah. I mean that's fine. The save
Yeah, if
files
you're
aren't
using
that
cloud
bad.
and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still, that's
Did you
I'm
That's
with
really
Dorian
good.
with the 500 gig on mine too. I have to
Mm-hmm.
anytime.
I'm running
too.
out of memory with the 2 TB.
I play natural selection every time I load up my PlayStation 4.
Yep.
Yeah, I deleted a bunch of games, so I'm back up to like 1,000 gigs on my PlayStation, but I was running out of memory with the 2 TB.
80 gigabytes for Honor when the game comes out. Oh, that's before
Ooh.
patches. That's
Gee.
before patches.
Jesus.
Oh,
Oh.
oh
No,
no.
it's not. That's
If it's
not.
anything-
That's not true. I'll tell
If
you that
it's
right now.
anything
I'll
like
tell you right now, it's
Resident Evil
not true.
7, it won't be a
Well,
big patch.
Well,
I-
I gotta say, a lot of games with day one patches, those updates are they
Yeah.
couldn't
have
get them
fun.
in.
Well,
Yeah.
I already have For Honor pre-downloaded on my system. I downloaded it last night. It's still only 30-something gigs, 35.
Oh, really?
36 gigs. Yes.
Gotcha.
I could
Oh,
download.
cool.
I could show you guys like screenshot,
Well,
I'm
countdown
trying
timer,
Dorian,
everything.
that's to your point
In
though.
before 50 gigabyte upgrade.
A lot of games that have a beta will have a day one patch.
Oh, yeah.
That's just normal. From my experience.
I'll just quickly kind of backtrack on the last topic with retro. Like back then, you couldn't do that. You had to make the game functional. So again, you had ET out there, which was, again, I haven't played it, been claimed to be not a very good game, but they didn't like they might make revisions. Like for example, I'll talk about Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. That game
Mhm.
had on N64, I think, 3 revisions.
3 versions, yeah.
One was to someone in I can't remember. It was in 5-Beat Foo Stream. One was to change Ganon's blood at the end of the game. When he coughs out blood, the original version 1 or version 0, whatever it was just red. And then the versions after they turned it to green. And then there's probably some other a lot of speedrunners always look for the earliest copy, I think, for that game because it has like a certain speed running mechanic that they can do to lower their time. But at least there wasn't like, oh, you gotta buy version 2 now for something like that. But yeah, newer games these days are day one patches. They're like a game on its own.
Yo. So, but that's good though because I bought.
Oh, that Shield logo change. That's right by. Yeah.
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 Because the last game I bought for PS4 was a WWE game, and I had to delete 2 games to fit that one because of space. So hopefully that will help. So yes. So any other like small like things coming out with that firmware, or is that just?
I'll pull it up right now.
Those are the two main things on PlayStation 4 that really stuck out to me, or plus the Pro. One, the boost mode, because that reminds me more like a PC. Again, the PS4, the Xbox One, they do have like a very similar PC ecosystem involved. So if you have the PS4 Pro, you can get more frames because of the graphics chip that's on there allow you to produce more frames. Games that have an unlocked frame rate on PlayStation 4, that boost mode, you can take advantage of it. And external hard drives, that's nice. That is pretty nice because I have an external hard drive. I also have a flash drive. Most of us probably have some sort of flash drive, so you can install some games on there, which is pretty nice. And on the Wii U, on the other hand,
Ooh.
Pretty good.
That Switch though, 32. I think it was 32 onboard memory.
32.
And then you could get a micro SD card. Now, I think the largest it could take up to was 1 or 2 terabytes. I can't remember
Two.
exactly, but those SD cards, if you're looking to go anything higher than 100 and let's say 20 gigs, it's really expensive.
Yeah, it starts.
Pretty expensive.
It starts climbing up once you get past 128.
And if you're downloading games on like the Wii or on the Switch, if you're downloading games on the Switch, 32 is gonna be really short. It's gonna be real tiny by the end. If you were to download Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I think the PlayStation's update also allows for backgrounds,
Yes. So
custom
this is-
backgrounds.
Yeah, this is what it has. So of course, Doreen already mentioned the boost mode, which allows you to run the PlayStation 4 with a higher GPU and CPU. It allows you to have the external hard drive support, custom wallpapers, quick
Yeah.
menu refresh, which is something that they're gonna change the way it looks. Simplified notification list. 3D Blu-rays on PlayStation VR.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
And
Cool.
post on PlayStation Network activity feeds, something like that, and that's basically what it is.
I'll just post this for the chat. Has anyone here invested in a VR solution? We almost talk about this each time we have the show, just like a very slight topic of, if anyone's dip their toes in of getting something for their computer, for the PlayStation. I still have yet to try out a virtual reality headset, but that's pretty nice. If you are a VR owner, you can do some 3D Blu-rays now.
Here's what I want to do, Dorian.
My phone.
Here's what I want to do. I want to buy the attachment for my phone to see how it is, and spend like $60 or whatever it costs, just to see, because I don't want to go out and spend like $300 and did not like it. So I think you wouldn't get, obviously the ones for the PC and the PS4 will probably be, better. But you can at least, I think, get an idea of how it would be. I'm seriously thinking about doing that. Yeah.
That was, who's that main manufacturer for mobile? Is that Samsung?
Samsung Gear.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know.
Those things are like, here they're like $59.95 or whatever. So I'd more be adept to give that a test run anyway, just to see.
So when that new update comes out for the PlayStation, I can tell you guys how the boost mode is, and I can tell you guys like what the difference is compared to the PlayStations, because I do have both the PS4 Pro and the normal PlayStation.
So the boost mode is just for the Pro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But everything else is across the board.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. I'm sure the Pro has the better hardware to be able to support some kind of boost like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why that is. So very good. Well, do we know when this is happening? I've been so out of touch with everything, guys. I've been in a hotel.
Yeah, I would.
I can't find it.
iGames, you got anything on a when that's happening with that list you're looking at?
With what?
Like when the firmware is gonna happen?
Uh,
Does it say when?
They said within a month
Yeah,
or
it's
so,
in
but
beta
they're
now.
in.
Oh,
Yeah,
so very
some
soon.
user will be able to try it.
So,
Yeah.
So very soon. Very good. So look for that coming out. I wonder if it's going to be like a big update. It just, hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna make you download this, so you'll have to go out and buy an external hard drive.
Oh, yeah. That would be unfortunate. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Um. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think firmware is normally not a large update in terms of file size most of the time. Um, most of the time, from what I have experienced in the past.
So, okay. I'm gonna post this in chat too. real quick.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
anyone,
last time I
if
checked,
anyone
they
is
replaced-
interested in external hard drives, that's one that I saw that was kind of cheap, and that's the 8 terabyte USB 3.0.
Oh, wow.
It's
Interesting.
$209.
209.
Yeah. Wow.
That's cheap right there, bites.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it
'Cause
is.
I paid like $100 for my 2 terabyte to put into the PlayStation 4. So think about it now. You put that, you got 8 terabytes plus 500 gigs.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not a bad price at all, man.
That is a fantastic price for 8.
Yeah, and it's a Seagate too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not some brand I've never heard of.
Yeah. See, the next cheapest one after that would be 244, and it's a Seagate as well, $245.
Not bad. Yeah, but
So
the
look
key,
out for that.
so the key
Look at the deals.
the key is if you're going to that route, it has to be a USB 3.0, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So buyer beware. Make sure it's compatible with 3.0, or you guys gonna have troubles on the horizon. Yeah, so interesting things coming out of Sony. Wow, that's really good though. $209.
The deals. The deals.
Yeah, for real, because yeah, space goes real quick. I think that WWE game I bought was like 70 something gigs on final install.
Whoa.
Yeah, it
That's
was
there.
it was
I'll-
it was
Wait, WWE?
yeah, the newest one that came out. It was like 72 gigs or something like this.
Man, oh man, all the code, the polygons, just yeah, it adds up real quick.
I deleted
Yep.
I had deleted 2 games to be able to play it.
Here, I have a couple games installed, so I know you have Destiny installed, which Destiny's like
Destiny's pretty big.
53 gigs
Yep.
for Destiny, right? I have ESO installed on the PlayStation 4, and that's almost 80 gigs.
I was gonna
as
say
well
that
as, like,
that should be pretty large too.
Isn't-
yeah,
I think,
the
on Xbox,
Battlefield
the
4
Halo
game with the
Collection's like that.
expansions were like 80 gig, almost 80 gigs as well.
I've got The Last of Us installed. I couldn't bring myself to uninstall that game.
Yeah, The Witcher 3 with the DLCs is like
Oh, yeah.
it's almost 70 gigs as well.
Yeah.
And I have, like I said, tons of games installed. Fallout 4 with the DLC is almost 48 gigs. Bloodborne with the DLCs is like 36.5 gigs. So I mean, these games are pretty big. So getting that 8 terabyte, you honestly would not worry about anything. Like,
For a while.
I doubt you'll run out of room, because unless you buy everything.
Yeah,
Oh, that
GTA.
GTA 5.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
true too. That's probably a big file.
I
All
think
the
I just,
updates.
yeah, I think I just recently
So much
deleted
cloud
that.
sim though.
Let me see. Do I still have that? Let me see. I think I deleted it off my system.
Unless
Yeah, I
no.
deleted
A
it.
lot of cloud sim in that.
and a lot of Underworld sim. Remember my problem, Dorian?
Oh yeah, when you first got you're chilling.
Yes, Underworld sim.
That was weird. That was weird.
Um,
But yeah, so
yeah.
I would say, like that is a great deal. Even if you were to convert
Mhm.
that to Canadian, like that's pretty solid right there. So if you're looking to do that and you're enjoying your PlayStation 4, that's your main platform, you're wanting to download all those games and files and whatnot, then that's a good solution right there.
So I wonder if does and this will tell you how much I play my Xbox, but does Xbox One, can they do something similar or no? If they did,
They have I'm pretty sure they have
Xbox One,
external
yeah,
support
it had
though.
external
No,
support. It didn't
since
start with
day
it.
one. No, I think
Yeah,
it did.
did it? I don't
Yeah, I'm
remember
pretty
that.
sure it did.
I do
That's
know
why I was
games
like,
like. Oh, go ahead.
that's what I was saying. That's the one thing that Xbox did right was they actually had external hard drive support, and it said
No.
that it sucks that we were limited to having only support up to I think 2 terabytes with the hard drive switch.
Yeah, the two Halo games, like the Halo Collection and the Halo 5,
yep,
if you just have both of those, it's 110 gigabytes. No,
per-
100, yeah, 110.
perfect. Um,
Uh,
yeah,
it,
I use my Xbox One. It's sitting right over there. I'm looking at it right now as a DVD player, Blu-ray player, and a cable box. That's what my Xbox One does. Good job.
My Xbox One is a paperweight. That's all it is. I bought it cheap, and I still haven't even played it.
Now, I'll be honest. The Xbox One was the first next gen console I bought, but when I bought the PS4, that was it. I stuck to the PS4. I like it a lot better for some odd reason. I think the controller, man. The controller is clunky. I don't like it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like the controllers either
It's
for Xbox. Never did.
the 360 controller was great, but you can here. I'll put them on camera. Such a huge difference in the size of these things, man. It's crazy.
Keyboard mouse though.
keyboard mouse.
That
Yeah.
good control. So that ultimate
Yeah.
control, right?
I still have to get
Xbox
used
Play
to
Anywhere.
keyboard and mouse. I still have to
Yeah.
get used to that.
PC
Keyboard
hype.
mouse are all my. Yes.
Oh, the PC. I will say this: PC continues to do really well as of late. The games and prices are cheaper. Literally, you can find some sweet deals on the in the PC front.
I games on
Yeah.
that PC hype now.
Yeah,
I know. am.
and that Vi just built. He got his computer too.
He did.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah. Yeah, it's good to see Sony, still active, right? They come out
Mhm.
with all this stuff. They released the Pro version. Now they're giving us updates to the firmware. They could have just been like, well, this is our console, play it. They could have took the Blizzard route and be like, here's our console, play it, and or continues to give us stuff that we need and want. So that's good.
I'm still waiting for PS4 video chat, which is never happening.
I remember on the PlayStation 3 that was used that quite a bit. It was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did too. I like that was the main reason. It was like let's all just go into party chat and chill, have a good time. We'd go in there, we'd drink, we'd laugh, joke, everything.
Ryzen. I know exactly what Ernst is talking about. AMD. Not sure when. I can't remember exactly. I think they said end of quarter one, maybe beginning of quarter two. But they're supposed to be bringing out a new computer processor, and it's supposed to be pretty good. They're stepping up their game, supposedly AMD. So which is great because more competition, I think, especially with technology, you can get some really good stuff. Going back and forth. Lately, it's just been that Intel life for a long time. For a long time.
Yeah. Although, we'll see. Those things are always ever changing. People are always coming out with new things. It's great for us anyway. For all the geeks of the world. Hopefully, well, I said it before, Dorian, before we started. I'm looking to build a new PC, but I'm trying to save all the extra money I got to go to that TwitchCon. So we'll kind of see how that pans out. My computer's been good to me, but it's starting to show its age. So I guess moving on, there was an announcement made that E3.
Oh, the E3 dream.
E3 hype. It's not going to be open to the public. Now here's what we got. Tickets on sale tomorrow.
Yep.
Oh,
First 1,000.
That's something I'd love to do.
So
Tickets on sale. E3 2017 will open online Monday, February 13th via the official site. Now, here's the thing. Only 15,000 tickets will be available for the public. The price normally runs $250 a piece, but you can get an early bird discount that'll drop to $150. Ticket holders will gain access to the show floor, panels, and other to be announced programming. So interesting. Yeah, E3 has opened their doors to the general public, albeit, I mean, 15,000 sounds like a lot of tickets, but that thing is probably going to set out in 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So I would think that they're probably doing that as a test run, see how it goes, blah, blah, blah. Next year, they'll probably open it to more people, if everything goes over well.
When was the last time that it was public?
I
have no knowledge.
As far as I know, at least this is the first time I've heard E3 doing something public, and my thoughts are should be interesting. Should be interesting. That Junkie Monkeys. If you guys don't know that Junkie Monkeys.
That Will
Hype, great guy. He's actually attended E3 twice, and he gave a real great detail of him being there because he has a website called Junkie Monkeys. They do a lot of media coverage on video games, right? And he had the chance of attending E3 and being a reporter, journalist, talking with the game developers, getting behind some scenes, behind some doors, some things that weren't available that not everyone could see or whatnot. But he was saying that with it being open to the public, it might be a little more difficult for media to get their scheduled interviews. Like, I'm sure like the big media heads of gaming with like IGN, GameSpot, they'll have no problem. It would be all solid for them. But for folks that are younger or just starting doing their journalism, their media stuff, it might be pretty difficult with the scheduling. That'd be one thing that'd be tough. And then there might be a lot of YouTubers going there now, Twitch broadcasters, which should be interesting. I'm curious to how it turns out. I just remember saying, who knows how it will be. And he was saying, last thing, a lot of people sometimes, even in the media, felt entitled for free swag. Like, remember when we were all at TwitchCon, Andrew, and iGames, they were giving out bags. I got the TwitchCon bag right here.
Mine's here somewhere.
Right there. That's TwitchCon 2016, the TwitchCon bag. They gave out that. They had even goodies inside, brochures, deodorant, sunglasses, vitamins, all that stuff. Will was saying for E3, don't expect, but some people felt entitled for it. So, but yeah, E3, it's always an interesting time for gaming because that is the largest game show usually throughout the year. And now with the Switch coming out, PlayStation 4 has been out for a while. Xbox going to start talking about the Project Scorpio, which will be what they're saying is their successor to the Xbox One. So we'll see how it goes. And being for the public, I don't think the public's going to be able to get into like the press conferences, unless it was a massive theater. I don't see that. But for the general show floor stuff, yeah, that stuff will be there. But man, I'm curious. And remember Michael, awesome Michael, that would play pool with us there, iGames, and
Yep.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying he wants to go. He wants to check it out. So I'm curious if he does. I'm trying to get him to do a vlog and see what's going on. So
that'd be cool. So as I read down the article I'm looking at, seems to go pretty much with what I said. Said the decision to open the show to public is not yet a permanent change. E318 might be go back to a closed event if this experiment is not successful. So that's what they're doing. It's open their doors to some people to see how it goes, basically. It's pretty much what they're saying. And that was quoted by ESA Senior Vice President Rich Taylor. So, you know, and they're trying to be along with more of those gaming events like PAX and, you know, stuff like this, where it's more of a, you know, just the people going to the events and stuff like this. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think it's an interesting move by these guys. 15,000 sounds like a lot of people, but like I said, that thing will probably sell out quickly.
15,000. Now, just, you know, since I attended last year's TwitchCon, I think I saw the numbers around the max attendance was like 35, maybe 40-ish.
So basically half of TwitchCon.
So I'm just curious to see how it goes, and all the big games studios there, whatnot. But yeah, E3. Well, here, let me ask Sulfus. Sulfus, is there a chance we could do a podcast for E3 again? That was some good stuff last time.
As long as my schedule lines up, or when is it?
June. Let me get the concrete date here.
I'm looking forward to
June 13th to the 15th?
Sounds right.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try to. That's far enough.
Somewhere in June.
That's far enough.
June.
That's far enough out that I can probably plan for that. We can try to do another E3 coverage like we did this last time. We ran like 2 days, I think. If I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah, no, it'd be great. It'd be fun to do that again.
yeah, that's far enough out in advance, and we got the days there already, so I can probably plan that out.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be a
and
problem.
I saw that Stewie said you can watch for free online. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you could do that, and if we have one, that'd be great. You guys can spend time, hang out with us while we have those press conferences going on, video game trailers, and have our real-time reactions to stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
Some
a fun
trailers,
show.
though, some trailers are just they want you to get excited, but then you see the games like, wait, that wasn't gameplay. That was just was it real? It's just what it could possibly be.
Pre-renders.
Pre-renders, yeah.
Yeah, but that was a fun show. We can definitely try to get something like that again going on. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's yeah, but you got to think though, there's still a lot of people at E3, even though it's not open to the public, right? So now you're introducing 15,000 more people.
Yeah, that's see how it goes. And you know, from again, TwitchCon completely, it is gaming. You know, it has gaming involvement in it, of course. And the audio commands, wake up, you're dead. I heard it just now. I just heard all those audio commands. Yeah, I'm curious to how the media reacts to it. You know, with so many people walking about, and I'm sure it'll all work out, and we'll see if they continue to do it But if there's any convention that I, of course, would love to go with, everyone there, TwitchCon. That's the dream. That's the one. Seeing that meeting Ernst for the first time, and because Darth Vader was nearby, if I remember with Vi, the Darth
Ooh,
Vader.
Darth Vader.
So that, and I know you're saving up for that, Solthus. So
Yep.
that TwitchCon.
I started saving months ago. Should be looking good to be there live and in color with the after hours TwitchCon edition.
Oh, it would be great to do a show if we can, some sort of shape or form.
That'd be awesome. So yeah, with that, with the E3, we said it was in June. We'll try to do a show then to do the coverage, and we'll see how the doors being open to the public goes, and kind of update like we always do when these topics come up. We always try to follow them and see what happens. So Twitch did a thing by introducing the communities, and which, like I said, I've been away. I've been in a hotel, so I really haven't seen the full spectrum of it. But it seems interesting. But as somebody pointed out earlier, there's also some trolling going on too, huh? So what, Dorian? What's your take on the communities thing?
All right, so, having returned to streaming, it's been a blast. There's a lot of new things that have come out since when I was away, like the IRL. A lot of people are using that now. I haven't really seen an IRL stream, so not sure on that take. But so a couple days ago, Twitch announced a new beta feature called Communities. Basically what that is supposed to do, so for example, you are playing a Legend of Zelda game, Nintendo game, right? There would be a designated community. The audio commands, OP. There's a dedicated Legend of Zelda community. So if for viewers to find Legend of Zelda streams much easier rather than having to go through the game list, they might be like, oh, this person's playing Majora's Mask, or this person's playing Wind Waker or Ocarina of Time. They can find all Legend of Zelda in one place, which is pretty neat. And I've had success last night when I was playing Mario Sunshine, and I like to consider myself a variety streamer, and there is a dedicated variety streamer community, right? So because I play Star Wars, I've been playing the Marios, I've been playing Star Fox, and prior to that, Rainbow Six Siege, Battlefield, all sorts of different games, right? So it allows for people that are looking for people that not just play one game, they can go to that community. With that said, though, oh man, the iGames or Solphus, do you guys have that image, that link I posted earlier? But I'll if one of you still have it, you guys can link it in the chat. But the bottom line, why I'm saying, oh man, it's something else. If you look hard enough and you're just scrolling through the communities list, there's some strange things. There are some strange things. I don't like saying this, but there was one called Butts on there. There was one called AIDS on there, and then there was a guy showing his nipple on one as a thumbnail. So I was looking around like, man, communities. As far as I know, anyone can make a community, but they need to have their two-factor authentication enabled. They can make up to 5 communities, two-factor authentication enabled. I think those are the 2 main requirements. But man, oh man, there's even more vulgar stuff down there. Like, if you guys want to get some late nights or early morning entertainment, you don't need to go to the stream probably, but just scroll down through the list of communities. You'll see Variety, Super Mario Maker, which is kind of redundant since there's just a game for that. Pokemon, and then you probably find some questionable things.
Questionable.
Oh wow, that's gonna make me think twice. What is this supposed to mean? But there's ones out there that are actually legit, like the Pokemon community. Uh, as I was saying this before before the vodcast, I was breaking it down. Like, there's different type of Pokemon communities, which is kind of strange. You would think you would confine it to one. There's like Wonder Trade Pokemon, Pokemon battles. There's catching. There's all sorts of different like ones on there. So why not you just have one dedicated Pokemon section, right? Rather than having multiple. Um, I don't know. It just seems a little bit confusing. Super Mario Maker, like I was saying, if you're looking for Super Mario Maker, why don't you just go to the game directory, right? I don't know. Like it's, and then there's H1. I know that Ernst plays a lot of that H1. H1 last year, the games got split in two, or the one game that had survival plus the King of the Kill. They split the games, right? So you have survival and King of the Kill now, just as separate game directories. Well, they basically did the same thing for the communities, which is like, huh? I don't know. There's really, I don't know. It's just kind of redundant. Like, you might as well just go to the game directory. But for the most part, I think it's a great thought. And I've had new traffic coming to my channel when I was streaming on the variety. People are asking what games I've been streaming lately, and yeah, and people can set the rules to the community. So, for example, I made, which I was surprised, I made a Resident Evil community. You guys can look it up. Maybe there's multiple Resident Evil communities now, but mine was just Resident Evil, no underscore, no dash, all compound word. And the only rules I put there was, 1, follow the terms of service, and 2, stream games that are Resident Evil or related content to Resident Evil, right? Which makes sense, right? At least I think so. And people have been streaming under that, which is great. But
That's
I
cool.
don't. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's some communities that literally, they're literally just troll. Like, you must, you must show nudity or something. Like, what?
Must
I'm
show
not
nipple.
going there. It's like literally just troll stuff. Literally just troll. I don't know. Hopefully Twitch catches on and just, again, that just violates the terms of service. Nuke that from there. But yeah, I think that's a great thought. New traffic has come to my channel. If you guys haven't checked it out already, definitely worth, if you're a Twitch veteran that have been on Twitch for several years, or you're new, you might find something interesting there. Now, just be warned. Just warn you, those eyes of yours, you might see something that you can't unsee.
Yeah.
Should you scroll that too far? There is no returning.
Should I make the After Hours community, Dorian?
If you really wanted to, I guess you could. Some people have even done this. I'll give you an example. So, perhaps you're not a partner streamer, and as far as I know, if you want to make a stream team, right, you need at least someone that is partnered to create it. So if Andrew, for example, 100% Luigi, right? That Luigi life. Luigi lovers only. I don't know. I'll give you an example of, I don't know what the rules would be. Maybe you have to wear something green. I don't know. I'm just playing and kidding around here, but Luigi lovers, that can be a community. So, yeah, and
I really
you can
think
add a
that.
moderator to it. And, That's
100%. That's already gone.
That's my take on how communities work. Well, I'm excited for them. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more refinements. It is a beta. Just be warned, though. Things you can't unsee. Oh my. Oh my.
iGames, have you played with the community?
I'm looking at it right now. So I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll make a community to be like chasing the dream for partnership or something.
Yes.
You know, who knows? We'll see.
You know, actually, I thought I was done, but yeah, there's actually been something like that I saw on Twitch where they're looking to improve. So if you are looking to push for perhaps like a partnership, I did see like a small little category of a community that was doing that. So all power if that works out, and I suppose.
Yeah. I'll have to check it out.
That's interesting. Yeah, so you said you can create, like a streamer can create 5?
Up to 5 must have a 2-factor enabled in your account, and I encourage everyone to enable that for your Twitch account. Main reason, one, is the internet world. There's always some sort of compromises with internet security and whatnot. So adding in 2-factor authentication only takes a moment. If you have a cell phone, that you use normally for a daily basis, you can activate that with your Twitch account. And also the other reason is bits. Your accounts start to become actually really monetized. So let's say iGames has 1,000 bits, which is $10 approximately, right?
Mhm.
If someone was to take advantage of iGames' account, they may go to a broadcaster that they like and just waste all those bits, and then you're out of luck. So hopefully that never happens to iGames, to anyone in fact, but that's just something to be mindful about.
Yeah. It's always good to have that extra layer of protection on anything dealing with accounts.
Right there, that big T, right there. Good stuff. And enabled for all your you can enable for your PlayStation. You can enable to Origin, your Google. Just look it up. See if your local bank or anything else that you use, your social media, if it has a 2-factor, it only takes a moment. I say enable it.
Yeah, it doesn't take long, because I remember when you took mod away from everybody on yours, and a couple of clicks of, and it was done. So yeah, good stuff there. So yes, do you think it is in the beta phase? So I think they'll probably phase out all those stupid ones.
Yeah, I think.
Hopefully.
You go.
And
Engineers would be like, "Oh man, this sucks." Going through all those.
Yeah, well, you would. I mean, anything that violates the terms of service, I think it would.
Oh yeah,
They would just get
absolutely.
rid of quickly, and then all the stupid ones. I'm kind of intrigued though, because 5. Everybody getting to create 5. It seems like a lot to me. Sounds like a lot of communities. Maybe like 3 per person. Be more like it. I don't know. It's just me talking. So if you made 5 and then wanted to make another one, can you delete one?
I haven't seen a function to delete. Once it's made, I think it's there, unless maybe no one's really using it and contact Twitch, they might be able to do it, and then you'll be back on a clean slate. But for me, since no one made a Resident Evil, since that's a critically acclaimed horror franchise, right? So I made it, and it's been used, which is great. And Quiet Room has 5, right there, Cloud Sim, hopefully. Oh, that could cloud.
We can make a blue bar sim community.
Blue bar sim. Yeah, I'm just telling you, there's some weird stuff out there. You get yourself your comical fill. Twitch communities, right there.
Yeah,
Luigi lovers, I like it though.
yeah. Claimed.
Yeah.
Andrew called dibs. Everybody back
Yeah.
off. All right. Any final words on communities, iGames?
No.
You gonna make one?
Nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna make one. I'll make one right now. It's gonna be the ban eye games.
Perfect.
Oh
Oh.
man.
Yeah.
Just name it Banhammer. Just name it Banhammer, man. I'm
You know,
gonna make the blame test community.
Blame test. 80s community. That White Wolf hype. It's interesting. Yeah, no, it's at least for me. I think it's a right step in the direction for broadcasters to, or for viewers to find new broadcasters. Because
Mhm.
if you're going through, let's say, the top games that are played right now, Counter-Strike, Dota, League of Legends, Overwatch, probably missing some other real high games that are on Twitch. Now, say you're playing CS:GO, but you could put yourself under a community that somewhat, maybe tactical shooters. Maybe someone's made that. I think Counter-Strike would be considered a tactical shooter in some way. So you might find someone that's brand new. Or I've seen a community where they're literally playing something for the first time. So first time playing or blind playthrough. So if you're playing Ocarina of Time, right? If you're playing Ocarina of Time, you could put yourself in the Zelda community, or perhaps, since it is your very first, you could put yourself in the first time. Yeah.
All right. So, Dorian, what we got right now, I'm looking at it. League of Legends, CSGO, Hearthstone, Dota 2, Overwatch, Neo, and Heroes of the Storm are the top right now.
Okay. So, here would be an example of a community I can think of, like Hearthstone. If I'm remembering right, that's the game that has like battle cards, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Witcher 3, they made a new game, or it's still in beta. It's called Gwent. It's called Witcher Gwent game. That's a standalone game, which is a card-based game. And maybe Magic the Gathering. You can have like a dedicated section for, I'm trying to think of an example, interactive card battle games, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know if that would be under the right community name, but you could make a community just solely for that.
Yeah. That's true.
I just want to throw in this little short story. That Vibe Poo. Gotta love that Vi. He was playing that Ocarina of Time for the first time. And classic game. It came to the point where Vi was doing the Forest Temple, Adult Link. Usually that's the first temple that you do in the when you're adult Link. This one guy, Chop. Never forget his name. Chop.
Oh, I remember him.
He did not. Every statement was a spoiler or a way to tell Vi how to play a game. You're doing it wrong.
Perfect.
Go get the fire arrows. No, go the other door. It was just the purges. Those message deletes. Why? The message delete community.
Oh. There you
that
go.
message delete.
There you go, Dorian.
Something there. That would be something there. Someone would be like, so what is the message delete community? And literally, you just say, you just don't spoil the game for me. And they're like, oh, that's cool. And then Chop finds it. Message delete. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. So yes, we'll see kind of how this communities thing developed and how it goes about in its evolution. It hasn't been out very long, right, Dorian?
No, a couple days.
Okay, yeah.
It's only a couple days.
Like I said, I'm ill-equipped for this podcast because I'm so far away from everything. I've been, like I said, locked in a hotel for the past 2 months. So yeah, we'll You know, Twitch is good, man. I have a lot of faith in Twitch, man. They always seem to have their stuff together. So seems like they'll see how it goes and tweak it as needed, and you know, it maybe something good. Maybe something good. So yeah. Yeah. So
I would. Oh, I was just gonna say my final thoughts on communities is I like that Twitch continues to try new things, you know, experiment.
yep.
So, and for the most part, they've been pretty good. Like, remember when the Whisper feature came out?
Yeah.
That's been a really good feature. It's been really, really helpful.
And the friend thing too, because at first I thought it was kind of crazy, but then I get notifications of people I'm friends with are, you know, inserting same chats that I am and stuff like this. So that's kind of cool. To each their own. But you know, like you said, Twitch is, you know, the forefront leader, and they're still just adding stuff to it. They could just sit back. They could just sit back and enjoy, but they're diligently hard at work behind them scenes. So yeah, good deal. Especially when you especially when you tie in the whisper command into a regular command in Dorian's chat.
Oh man. Yeah.
That fixed hair though.
I see. Still say a fitness channel is coming in the future. I wonder if that would fall under IRL.
Probably. I've seen some
yes,
yoga
it
streams on IRL.
Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's all focused on the streamer. He's doing his workout. You know, it's what he's doing. So it's classified
One thing-
under
Bless you.
IRL.
Bless you. Another thing that comes to mind is, do you think a lot of these features are starting to kind of resemble a bit of Justin TV? Now, for you veterans that have been on Twitch for a long time, let me know, because I've only been on Twitch for about 3 years, and it was just Twitch. I think I made an account back when it was Justin TV, and there was a lot of different stuff that was going on back then. It wasn't just video games.
Yeah.
There was television shows, reality shows, a lot of different things going on, video streaming, right?
Yeah, it was pretty much just the open platform to stream whatever. So yeah. Well, I mean, that is all the topics that we were going to cover in tonight's show. I guess we'll get into them shout outs. Go for it, Dorian.
All right. Well, as always, I just want to say thank you, Solphus, for providing us a chance to be on the show. It's always amazing. You are producing, directing, and the epicenter behind it. Thank you so much. That Leader Dog hype, that music, great music. Always enjoying it. If you guys haven't already, be sure to follow that Solphus on his Twitch channel. Streams all sorts of different games. That Twitter, and also follow the After Hours vodcast Twitter for all updates when we're gonna have the next one. And usually these are great, and you guys spending your time tonight been amazing. So for now, you guys do not know, I stream assortments of different games as well. I've been playing a lot of the Nintendo. Got that Mario Maker hard hat right now, and it feels good. I might have to dip into Mario Maker. We'll see. But we've been playing a lot of those Mario games, GameCube, Super Nintendo, N64, and also my schedule. You guys can find me on Monday and Tuesdays from 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific to 9 p.m. Pacific. So about 5 hours. And then you guys can find me on Friday and Saturday at the same time. So always so much fun. And Andrew, thank you for being on the show with us, man, as our special guest.
No
That
problem.
Andrew Hype.
It's been fun. It's been a lot
Luigi
of fun.
lovers community.
Luigi's
right there.
lovers.
Yeah, and always praise the sun. It's iGames hype. Be a part of the Misfits, and it's always a blast over there. Playing Ark, playing that For Honor, Decapitations, all sorts of different games. But thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Always a blast. The Twitters, All our Twitter handles are on the overlay there. Follow us for all the updates and that after hours. Always a blast here.
My dude, iGames. Tell them where to find you.
Sophus. You forgot one thing.
No, I haven't forgot. Keep going. Shout outs.
Okay. All right. Shout outs are happening. Thank you again for letting me on the show, Sophus. Do appreciate it. Always great time here. Always fun learning about some of the new topics that we talk about, or even just catching up on some of the old topics. But you guys should definitely check out Sophus, Dorian, and Blackzero. Great streamers. I support them. If you guys love me, you guys will support them as well. I have lately been streaming in the morning, anywhere between 7 a.m. and 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be streaming a lot of For Honor coming up. That is honestly what I'm going to be sticking to probably for a while. So yeah, if you guys are ready to see some Viking action, some rage, some decapitations, so all the emotions you could possibly think of, you will find me on Twitch, right there, XX iGames XX, and my Twitter is also the same.
Very good. Thanks for coming on in again. iGames as always. Always fun having you here. Andrew.
Yo.
Andrew Hype.
Give them shout outs.
Shout out. Yeah. You can follow me over at Blackzero72 and on Twitter at 74 because I couldn't get 72.
Yeah, well, I'll point that out on your shout out page. I kind of typoed your Twitter, so I apologize.
I forgot to mention earlier, but also over on Vibe Foo's channel, we do Mario Party Monday every Monday. Or Sunday.
Oh, so good.
It was Monday. We do it every Sunday. We didn't this week for reasons. But next week we'll be doing 2 games. Other than that, Andrew, no. Other than that, I mean, yeah, definitely go follow Dorian and iGames and Solvis. All great streamers. And it's been a lot of fun being on this show today.
Very good. Again, glad you dropped on in. So as per being a new member, we have to ask you a question.
Yo. I almost tipped over the laptop.
Do you think esports should be in the Olympics?
In the Olympics, no.
Yeah!
I win all the time. Yes.
On all of the sporting all the television, I've heard that over in Japan they actually give school sponsorships for being on an esports team.
Yes, they do.
And for being on TV, like all the sports channels, definitely. Not the Olympics though.
Colleges in America is giving scholarships for esports now.
Oh, is it?
It's a real thing.
Okay.
It's a real thing. I actually did it. We had a show about it one time, and
it was great.
This is actually where this whole stems from. But I did an interview with the esport coordinator at one of the first college to ever offer esport, and we talked about it on the show. So yeah, iGames is now winning 9-1.
I'm gonna say not yet, because I feel like it would put civilization in an uproar.
Well, I'll defend my platform and tell you, like I tell everybody else, the Olympics is a stage, right?
True.
There's people that do track and field all the time, in events everywhere,
And people that defend mid.
So that's my stance on it. I think it's a stage. People play basketball all the time. It's in the Olympics. I think it's just a grand stage. And that's my feel of it. So yeah, chalk another one up for our games.
A 10-10 man. He is the full supporter right there. I know he's that full supporter there.
Esports in the chat. Esports should have its own Olympics. It does. It does. So yeah, again, can't thank you guys and gals enough at home for watching. It's been a little while here lately. We there for a while we're doing 2 shows a month, and then my work schedule got hectic over the holidays, and now I'm out of town. I got 3 more weeks to work out of town, and then hopefully we can do these things more often. Just follow that. See, thanks, bye. But yeah, follow that Twitter. We always announce when the shows are going to come up of the show, and then as soon as we know we're going to have a show, we tell you guys. So just follow that. You can catch me on Twitch and Twitter, Sulpus on both of them. Like I said, I'm out of town for 3 more weeks on work, so I won't be streaming a whole lot until I get back home. I may try to squeeze in a stream tomorrow, but I got some catching up to do with going out of town Tuesday, so I can't promise. But yeah, thanks again, Dorian, iGames, always being here. And thanks, Andrew, for being on the show. Like I said at the beginning, if you had fun tonight, you're always welcome to come back anytime in the future shows. And thanks to Leader Dog for supplying that music that we get during the pre-stream. Always good. So yeah, thanks again. We're going to head on out, guys and gals. Have a good night. Again, we are in the top 20 in the category of talk shows and viewership.
Oh.
So can't thank you guys enough for that. All the tweets before and the being patient with the late start. But you guys are awesome. Again, thanks again, and we'll see you next show. Later.